Yo, what's going on, everybody? Welcome to another Star BrickWall Reviews. I'm Dave, and right now I'm about to talk to y'all about this movie that I saw that I think is pretty damn great called Night Bitch. That's right, I said it, Night Bitch. I'll get into why it's kind of called. It's kind of a reason why it's called that, so I'll get into that later. But before I get into it, I want to remind you guys, go ahead, hit that like button down below, subscribe to the channel. You already subscribe, follow us on social media, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and Twitch, and or X and Twitch. And yeah, just keep sticking with us, man. We got some more stuff coming up. It's the top of the year. We're writing out our list of movies that we're going to be talking about. It's such a really big time. This is going to be a really big year for movies. So I'm already putting some things in motion. So best way to keep up with that is to go ahead and make sure you are subscribing, you are following. Many reviews will be back over on Instagram shortly. I'm compiling. This is the week. I'm really back this week. But anyway, so all that said, Night Bitch. So and no, I don't enjoy saying the name, so I'm not gonna be egregious with it. But this is a movie that actually, when I saw the trailer for it, I was actually very interested. Like the title actually was very interesting. It's based on a novel from 2021. So it is based on a book. And it's about an artist who pauses her career to be a stay-at-home mom and seeks a new chapter in her life, and encounters just that when her nightly routine takes a surreal turn and her maternal instincts begin to manifest in canine form. This stars Amy Adams, Scoop McNairy, Zoe Chow, Jessica Harper, Molly Holland, Ella Thomas, Laura Meadows. All those other people play smaller roles. This movie is really focused on Amy Adams' character, who they don't really ever say her name, actually. Or do they say her name? Do they say her name in this movie? Hold on, now I gotta look into that, because they have her listed as just mother, but I swear they said her name. This is interesting. I could have sworn they said her name. Oh no, they never say her name in this movie. Huh. They never say her name. She's credited just as mother. Scoop McNairy is credited as husband. But yeah, she never has a name. Okay. Well, that's actually pretty interesting, because it kind of plays into some of the themes of this movie. So like I already mentioned, well, first of all, let me tell you something about this release, because this was a movie that was released in theaters for a very, very short time. It was released in theaters on December 6th, and about, what was it? Like, when was this put on? And about on December 27th, it was on Hulu. And when I saw the trailer for this, I saw it before December, and I saw the trailer. I was like, yo, I want to see that. I want to keep that on my radar. I got to see this movie. I didn't even know it came out. I did not even know that it came out in theaters. Like, it wasn't on my radar. Like, I had no idea it came out in theaters, because I would have saw it. And then I saw the trailer for it one day. I'm watching TV, watched something on Hulu, matter of fact, and I saw the trailer for it. I said, oh yeah, no, I saw something on YouTube, and I saw the trailer for it come up. I said, oh yeah, that's coming out in January. I was like, that must be coming out in January. That's gonna be part of my January watch. Like, I'm excited for that. Come to find out, it said going to Hulu. I said, Hulu? I was like, but I thought it was coming. I could have sworn it was coming to theaters. I was like, I must be tripping. I must have just thought of something else. So I was like, okay, cool. Hulu, yeah, I can watch it, da-da-da. Then I went and looked into it, and I was like, let me look into it. Let me just make sure I wasn't wrong. And it was released in theaters. And I was so like, I would have seen this movie. As I mentioned in the synopsis, her maternal instincts and everything take on a form. She turned off. She turns into a dog. Like, she starts like a, I'm not gonna say like a werewolf type thing, but so what that comes about is, so like I mentioned, she's an artist, and she kind of put her life of art to the side to be a stay-at-home mom. Her husband, he works, but he does like a lot of like he works one of those jobs where you're always away. I don't know what kind of job that is, honestly. But he's like always traveling. So he's never really there. He's gone for long periods of time. No, there is not an affair element to this movie. I thought it was about it, but it's not. I'm actually kind of glad it wasn't. Because given the message of the film, it would have really just been odd to have him have an affair because of, like I said, just because of the messaging of this film, which I'll get into a little bit later. So yeah, so she's like, she decides to be a stay-at-home mom. She's raising this baby, and the movie starts very well because she goes on this monologue about how tough it is to not just a mother, but in her case, a stay-at-home mother, where she's, even though it's just one kid, I know stay-at-home moms with many kids, but that doesn't matter. She goes on just to what it's like to be a mother, period, and take the stay-at-home mom aspect out of it as just being a mother, period. And the movie starts off with that. It starts like someone says, "Oh, hey, so how are you doing? How's everything with the baby?" And then she just goes. But that ends up just being a fantasy in her head that she's doing that, and she just ends up saying, in reality, she says, "Oh, I'm just perfect. Everything's fine." And it's like, damn, it's like that. From that moment there, it kind of really put in my head, like, wow, this. I see what kind of movie this is going to be. I see what kind of messaging this is going to be. It's no secret to anybody who watches. I'm a father myself, and this watching this movie, it gave a different appreciation for, especially with my mom and mom that I know. I watched this after I did encourage like a lot of moms that I knew. Like I talked to our executive producer B, and I even talked to my mom. I said, "Yo, you gotta watch that movie." I'll say it's really, really good. I think that you'll find a lot in that movie. Which, and I'm not, and I'm not saying that like, I don't want to sound like, manly when I say that, but it really is. And like the movie really does emphasize a lot of what it takes and the type of mental fortitude that mothers have to constantly go through. And it kind of did open my, and this sounds crazy. This is going to sound mad. Wow. It's going to sound mad dumb. But like men definitely gotta watch this, like, especially if you have kids or you're married, especially if you're married and have kids, like or in a relationship and have kids, like even if you're not in the relationship but you have kids, it's because it's like this movie kind of definitely says a lot of things that although our the mothers of our children may say to us, but sometimes it's like one of the things, like sometimes you don't really fully get it until you see it until you're on the outside looking in. When you're on the inside and you're trying to see different, like you can't, sometimes we're always blinded. We can't see things in the situation that we're in. But when you look at things from the outside looking in, and honestly, I will say, I don't care if anybody backs me up, sometimes us men are stupid. This, sometimes we don't think about certain things. So watching this as a form of entertainment, not like entertainment, but you know what I mean, like watching this as a movie and seeing these characters go through their stories and everything, seeing Amy Adams' character go through this story and then her story arc throughout this film, it's like, oh, like for me, and it sounds wild, I know, but I'm almost like a decade into being a dad, but I'm looking at this, I'm like, oh, damn, like I see that side of it. Like you only see like because okay, so like with the husband, right? He when he came home from his trips and everything, like from his work related trips and everything, he was like, oh, okay, yeah, I'll come in, I'll step in, I'll do the work, da 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 da. Like he tries to do what he can, but he's not as accustomed to the certain things and the routine that the mom already has. And he sees things the way I would see them, the way that many other dads would probably see it. It's just like, okay, I'm holding the kid. And there's one part in particular that just like really was like a nail on the head for me in particular, where, what I'm saying, he's like, hey, don't worry, babe, I'll take care of the kid tonight. I'll do for, you just rest. And while he's doing that, he's like, honey, do you know where it is? Honey, can you help me out with that? Hey, honey, you don't mind? And she's just like trying to relax. She's trying to chill. She was promised a chill night, but she couldn't because he is constantly asking her for stuff. And it's just like, again, in the moment, and you can, and I understand him in that moment because it's like, damn, shit, I can't. But it's like looking at it from the outside, it's like, damn, shit. Like I was kind of like doing that. And I didn't like it's not that I meant to do, but it does. Okay, that's weird. My camera off. But yeah, it's just like damn, like uh uh okay, I guess. But yeah, can y'all still hear? I wonder if y'all can still. Why is this happening to me? But yeah, so it's like I was saying, I lost my train of thought because they're trying to shut me up. I'm being real. It's like, damn, I don't even incompetent man. They do get into an argument about it. You know, she's just like, yo, you know, I'm doing this, da 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 da, and you know, they get into an argument about it, and he was like, I'm not gonna hold you at a valid point where he was just like, sometimes I just like, sometimes you just gotta say it. I can't read a mind. Like if you find out what it is instead of just like we beating around the bush, we doing all this song and tap dancing around it. Sometimes you gotta be straightforward. Cool. He was right there, but then the longer it goes on, I was sitting there like, damn it, you had it, and you just kept fucking talking. But that's just a part of it. So part of that though, just like messaging and just how me as a viewer, I can't say if you will see it the same way. But I definitely saw it as like, damn, mothers do really go through a lot, and we just don't as parents, whatever your situation is, we don't always see that. We don't always react to it the right way. We don't always always privy to it, but we should, you know, you know, motherhood is hard and you see it. So what ends up happening though is that her maternal instincts, while she's trying to figure out and juggle it and find a different way to approach her motherhood, because she's like a real standoff mom. She goes to like the story times in the library. She hates going there. She doesn't want to interact with other moms because she thinks it's just the stupidest thing as moms bond over being mothers. What she starts to notice is that a bunch of dogs start popping up around her. They like being around her. She feels more free when she's running with the dogs sometimes. Like it's very interesting. Like she starts to get more primal, like she starts eating like raw meat, or starts eating more like dog like. You know what I'm saying? She like at one point she like barks at somebody and starts growling at them. And then one night it actually happens. First she starts throwing some like different hair pop up. She notices she grows a little bit of a tail. And then eventually she just full on turns into a dog. And there is a little bit of a backstory explained to that. I won't get into it. But she turns to a dog and she feels free. She feels great. That's where she's at with it. And it just opens up a whole bunch of it just opens up a world of freedom for her, because she feels like that's her at her most I'm sorry, I just saw something I'm going to roast later and looking for information. I will roast this on a completely separate occasion. You will all see coming soon. But yeah, so she you know what I'm saying, she feels free. She feels that's where she becomes herself. And feels the best is when she becomes that dog, when she turns to the dog. So she kind of, and that's kind of like where things kind of go, right? Her and the husband, they do kind of get a little bit of a separation. That's not a spoiler. But it's really just how things kind of up, and we're kind of go with that as well, that make it interesting. By the end of the movie, something very interesting happened that is hinted at early in the film. There's just a lot of different things that are hinted at in the film, but all in all, behind it, I understand. Like, and yeah, again, coming from a male, this sounds like, oh well, you are like, y'all, duh, like you should have got it. Like you guys are such idiots and X, Y, and Z. But you know, again, some things I can watching this. This is a very feminist movie. but it's not feminist to where it's like awkward. It's feminist to where it's like, oh, like I get it. So it was a very interesting film, none, to say the least. Like I really did enjoy this film. I I enjoyed just I enjoyed what they built. I enjoyed seeing her kind of get her passion for art back. I enjoy everything about this movie. It was really, really good. Yeah, I rock with it. And I'm not the only one who rocks with it because this movie has I'm probably in the minority of people rock with it because this has a 59% on Rotten Tomatoes, 5.6 out of 10 on IMDb. It's not, I don't know, it's not really regarded that high. But it was the recipient of some major recognition. That being it won the Toronto International Film Festival for Tribute Performer Award. Amy Adams got it. It won the Mill Valley Film Festival, La Route sur Yon International Film Festival. I don't know what that means. Never heard of that one. Let's see. A few different film festivals. It got recognition, and it's still pending on a couple. It got nominated for a Golden Globe. It's getting award recognition. It's just not critically, it's not received very well, but it has gotten a lot of good recognition in the award circuit. So shout out to this movie. Directed by Marielle Heller, who I don't know what other films she has done. Oh, she did Diary of a Teenage Girl, A Beautiful Day in the Neighborhood, the Mr. Rogers movie, the Matt Gruber movie. So and Pop Star, Never Stop. No, she didn't direct this though. No, she didn't direct this. She had something to do with those movies though. I'm not sure if she directed them, but she's a director and screenwriter, so she probably has some writing credits on those. But as for my rating, I don't know why. So that thought was important. My rating for this though, I give this movie about 4 or 9 out of 5 stars. No, let me stop. I'm trying to be. I'll give it 5 stars. I give it 5 out of 5 stars. I really did enjoy this movie. I thought it was really good. It was very interesting, very engaging. And again, I don't mean to sound away when I see. I heard that loud car outside. I did. I don't mean to sound like away when I say this. I understand my words are coming from the right place, but this movie was eye opening for me, and in that it helped me realize it kind of made me see some of my shortcomings just as a co-parent and as a parent in general, the fatherhood side of it. Especially that opening monologue and a couple of other things that she says during the movie. It's like, oh, like, and then not even directed at like the partner side of it, just directed at society and what society expects of mothers. So yeah, definitely check it out. Like, it's definitely a good film. It's now streaming on Hulu. Night Bitch. And I did say that I would explain where the title of the movie came from. Not just her turning into a dog, but there is a point in the movie where that explanation is kind of given. It's like a name drop. It's like, he said it type moment in there. So I don't know, but you'll see it when you see it. But anyway, that's all I have for you guys. Thank you all for tuning in. If you enjoyed this review, make sure you hit that like button down below. Subscribe to the channel if you really enjoyed it. Let me know in the comments down below, what did you think of the movie Night Bitch? Did you enjoy it? Did it do something for you? I don't know if you're a mother, if you're a parent, does this movie give you a different insight on your role in parenting and parenthood and all that good stuff? Let me know in the comments down below. But until next time, y'all, thank you all for tuning in. Y'all be easy, stay breezy, enjoy the rest of your week. I'm just waiting for my computer to move or something like that, like I am always doing. Why is it doing this? Just why? You were working perfectly fine like an hour ago, and you just don't want to do this for me. Well, it's gonna have to do this the hard way. But y'all stay safe out there. My thoughts and prayers and all that go out to the people in Los Angeles who are dealing with the fires and everything like that. Y'all stay safe out there, If you're not evacuated yet, what are you waiting for? Evacuate, get out of there. You know, all that. Just, you know, be safe out there. Yeah, just be safe out there, please, and treat each other with kindness. And
Until next
yeah,
time, y'all.
until
Be
next time,
easy.
y'all, be
Stay
easy,
breezy.
stay breezy.
Peace.
Peace.